Welcome, veterans. Hi, everyone. I'm Jeff, your VA claims coach, and today we're going to talk about something really important. VA Form 21-0966, also known as the intent to file a claim for VA benefits. Form 21-0966 is intent to file a claim for compensation and/or pension or survivor's pension and dependents indemnity compensation. Now, I know paperwork isn't anyone's favorite thing, but trust me, this one is worth your time. Filing this form can mean more money in your pocket because it locks in the earliest possible effective date for your claim. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's break this down step by step so you can get the benefits you've earned. What is an intent to file? Think of an intent to file as a placeholder for your VA benefits claim. It's a simple form that lets the VA know, hey, I'm going to file a claim, but I need some time to gather my paperwork. The intent to file doesn't start your benefits, but it protects your back pay date while you collect medical records, service documents, or anything else you need. Why is the effective date important? The effective date is like a starting line for your benefits. The earlier the effective date, the more back pay you could receive when your claim is approved. Here's an example. If you file an intent to file today and submit your full claim within 1 year, the VA will backdate your benefits to today's date. If you don't file an intent to file and submit your claim later, your effective date will be the day you send in your claim, not when your condition started or worsened. That's why filing an intent to file right away is a smart move. It could mean months or even years of extra compensation. Now, let's look at how to submit an intent to file. There are 4 simple ways to file an intent to file. 1. Online at va.gov is the fastest and easiest way. Or you can call the VA. Call the VA at 1-800-827-1000. Just tell them, I want to submit an intent to file. You can also mail the form, print and complete VA Form 21-0966, then send it to the VA. The last way is to meet in person with a VSO, Veteran Service Officer. A VSO can help you file it for free and answer any questions. Now let's look at how to submit an ITF online step-by-step guide. If you want to file online, here's what to do. 1. Go to va.gov and log in with your VA credentials. 2. Click Start an Intent to File. 3. Choose the type of claim you're filing, compensation, pension, or DIC. 4. Double-check your personal information to make sure it's correct. 5. Submit your ITF and save the confirmation email. Boom, you're done. That's it. Let's take a look at the form itself. We'll start on page 1, which is the Veterans Identification Application section. This is where you'll provide all the necessary information about your claim. I'll walk you through each section, explain what to put where, and why it's important. Next, we have box 1 through 4 Veterans Information. This is where you'll enter your personal details, like your full name, social security number, and have you ever filed a VA claim? If yes, check the box. If no, check no. Make sure this information matches your official records to avoid any issues. For example, let's type John Doe for the name, 123-456789 for the social security number. We will select no in box 3, stating that we have never filed a claim with the VA before. And for box 4, which is dial, the VA file number. This is also called the VA claim number. This is usually the veteran's social security number without the dashes. It is okay to leave this section blank if you have already provided the veteran's social security number. In some situations, however, a separate claim number may have been assigned. Since VA only started using the veteran's social security numbers as the file number in the mid-1970s, a veteran who filed a claim before that time may have received an arbitrary number as the file number. Now, let's put a 101-1980 for the date of birth in box 5. This section is crucial because it identifies you as the claimant. Box 6 requests your service number if applicable. Depending on your era of service, your service number might be the same as your social security number. We will leave this section blank. Contact information. Box 7 through 9 is for your contact information. This includes your mailing address, phone number, and email address. The VA will use this information to communicate with you about your claim, so double check that it's accurate. Let's type 123 Main Street for the address, Anytown for the city, OH for the state, and 12345 for the zip code to complete the address field. Next, let's put 555 1234567 for the phone number and john.doe@email.com for the email address. Providing an email address is especially helpful because it allows the VA to send you updates faster. Section 2. In Section 2 of VA Form 210966, Intent to File, you'll provide information about the claimant, including their name, Social Security number, VA file number if applicable, relationship to the veteran, mailing address, and phone number, as well as whether they have previously filed a claim. You will only complete this section if the claimant is not the veteran. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the information required in Section 2. Claimant's name. First, middle initial, and last name. Social Security number, the claimant's Social Security number. VA file number, if applicable, the claimant's VA file number. Have you ever filed a VA claim? Yes or no? Relationship to veteran. Check the appropriate box: spouse, child, fiduciary, veteran service officer, alternate signer, third party, other. Mailing address, number and street or rural route, P.O. Box, city, state, zip code, and country. Telephone number, include area code. Email address, optional. General benefit election. This section requires you to specify the type of claim you intend to file. You must check one or more boxes indicating whether it's for compensation, pension, survivor's pension, or dependency indemnity compensation. Let's review the claim types you will be applying for. 1. Review the claim types and determine which ones apply to you. 2. Check the appropriate boxes: compensation for service-connected disability, pension for wartime veterans with limited income, survivor's pension for low-income surviving spouses dependents of wartime veterans, dependency indemnity compensation, DIC, for surviving spouses dependents of service members who died on active duty or from service-connected conditions. Example: I am filing for compensation due to my service-connected disabilities. Check the compensation box. Next is the Declaration of Intent and Signature. This section is your official declaration that you intend to file a claim. You must sign and date the form to make it valid. If someone is assisting you, like a representative, they must also sign. Box 20. 1. Sign your name in the claimant legally appointed representative signature field. 2. Enter the date 03-27-2025 in the date field. 3. If applicable, have your representative sign in the representative signature field. Example: I certify that I intend to file a claim for VA benefits. I sign and date this form to establish my intent to file. Signature: your handwritten signature. Date: today's date, E03-27-2025. Key notes: timing matters. Submitting this form establishes your intent to file, which can preserve an earlier effective date for benefits. Follow up within 1 year by submitting a full claim, or the intent expires. Last, keep a copy for your records. What happens after you submit an ITF? Once your ITF is on file, you have 1 full year to submit your complete claim. If you submit within 1 year, your effective date stays locked in from the day you filed the ITF. If you miss the deadline, your effective date resets to the day you finally submit your claim, and you could lose out on months or even years of back pay. Moral of the story: file your full claim as soon as possible. What types of claims can you file using an ITF? Disability compensation, if you are sick or injured because of military service. Pension, if you are a low-income veteran over age 65 or permanently disabled. Dependency indemnity compensation, C, if you're a surviving spouse or dependent of a veteran who passed away from a service-related condition. What claims do not qualify for an intent to file? Supplemental claims, appeals and requests for review. How to keep track of your ITF: check your VA.gov account under My Claims. Call the VA at 1-800-827-1000. Ask your VSO for an update. Why your intent to file date matters, a real-life example. Let's say John, a veteran, files an ITF on March 1st, 2024. He takes his time gathering records and submits his full claim on February 20th, 2025. John's effective date stays March 1st, 2024, and he gets 12 months of back pay when his claim is approved. Now let's say Mike forgets to file an ITF. He finally submits his claim on March 5th, 2025. Mike's effective date is now March 5th, 2025, and he loses a full year of back pay. Ouch! See why this is so important? Now let's look at some common questions. What happens if I miss the 1-year deadline? You lose your effective date and could lose out on back pay. Can I submit multiple ITFs for different claims? No, you can only have one active ITF at a time. Do I need medical records to file an ITF? No, you can send them later with your full claim. What's the best way to file an ITF? Online at va.gov. It's the fastest and most reliable way. Important things to remember. Filing an ITF does not start your benefits. You still need to file a full claim. You don't need medical records to submit an ITF. If you don't submit your full claim within 1 year, you lose your back pay. Final thoughts. File your ITF today. Filing an intent to file is an easy and smart step if you're planning to apply for VA benefits but need more time to collect paperwork. It could mean thousands of extra dollars in back pay. Good luck. The VA Claims Coach.